The reason I did this is because with my bipolar, whenever it kicks in, there's times where you need to reset yourself and find your calm
Yeah.
again in life to get that balance. Because even if we disagree on something, we can find the delight in the situation. And that was what I wanted. So my whole brand has been built on that. We focus on mental health and then the benefits of what we could do with plants and all that. And then we focus on how you can actually look inside yourself to find that light and
Yeah.
really let it shine bright. And I've been blessed. I've had a lot of people that have like, I don't want the attention because I hated always being out front. I'm a
Yeah.
big personality, so when I do come out front, it's gonna you're gonna know. But I didn't want to be the face for my company because I was fearful of not living up to the expectations. In
Right.
the last few months, it's been amazing to watch things develop because I took that responsibility on and said, this is who Brandon really is. And I fell in love with myself for the first time. I pulled myself away from friends, family, everything, and got alone. And my company was built when I was alone. And then learning to actually realize what that meant was totally different. And it was a challenge, don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
I see it now, and I get an email at least 2 or 3 a day, somebody telling me, hey, don't ever change. You're doing things. I watch your shows. I listen to your podcasts. I read your blog. I want you to know that I'm alive because I read something that you wrote. And for me, I used to think that as pressure, but the way I've changed my mentality is you're not coming to me. I'm just the
Yeah.
vessel that's showing you how to look into yourself. And that's where my whole company is based on. So people find that light.
Yeah, that's great, man. Like that's a great journey you had. So I have a lot of questions for you, but start with one. So basically, how the your mental health problem started? When do you find out? Is it like a early stage or middle of the career switching? Well, when it actually happened?
So what happened was I actually was a youth pastor at the time. I was married, got married very young,
Mm.
finished college. I was married at 19. And I
Wow.
don't recommend, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not grown up enough. You don't know things and all this.
Yeah.
And I learned from that mistake. The biggest thing I learned is at 19, most people are still figuring themselves out. And
Yeah.
my ex-wife was figuring herself out still. I was a youth pastor at a church at 21, and everybody else at 21 is out drinking and having fun. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting here going, all right, we're going to have foster kids. And I wanted to grow up so fast. And I've
Mm.
always been like that. And one day I walked in on her having an affair, and it just hit me between the eyes, and it like really broke me. And I just realized like, this is my wife. This is who God chose me to be with, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And she wants to go be with so many other people. She's doing this, and it just hurts me. And it meant I didn't love myself. And so for me,
Right.
I checked into a psych ward because I wanted to hurt myself. Those negative thoughts were 10 times louder than they had ever been before. And so I
Mm.
started noticing it. And when I checked myself into the psych ward, they kept me there for 10 days. I was on 15 pills a day when I got out. I couldn't hold down a job. And all of a sudden inside me, I'm like, this isn't right. So I kept calling my therapist. I kept scheduling things. When I started getting diagnosed, I was just early 20s, mid 20s. 25 was about the age when it like started to really start to kick
Yeah.
in. And now I'm in my 30s. And they say 27 to 35 for men is the ages that it kicks in the most and where
Right.
mental health starts to like be seen. And I think that that's a thing that a lot of people don't know. We call it anger, we call it depression, we give it all these other names, but the thing is they have a pain. Excuse me, they have a
Yeah.
pain that they don't know is a root cause to it. And for me, I wanted to find my root cause and be able to use that pain as a springboard to help others see that they can get out of that dark too.
Yeah, yeah, that's quite interesting thing. Like getting married early age and not knowing like who you are, especially you and your wife in that time. Because that time, like everyone experiencing different things, like they don't know what to do with the career wise, the job wise, especially you get a burden of it. So you said like you've been foster caring like other children. Is that like
Yeah.
when he was 21 years old or like a later?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at 21, my wife was a teacher for special ed kids, and she
Mhm.
actually taught in a hospital system.
Right.
She actually taught the kids that were too fragile to go into schools. So
Yeah.
she would teach in a hospital. The one day she comes home and she was crying and she's like, "I need you to go to the hospital with me tomorrow." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay." This little boy, he was born very premature. He was born at 5 months, which obviously is very early,
Yeah.
and he wasn't even a full pound. And his parents were told he's not going to live. He was in an
Yeah.
incubator, and she just goes, his parents left because the hospital told him he's going to die. So they just, and left. And I couldn't believe that. So when
Yeah.
we went in, I got to actually wear the gloves. I put my hand in there. That kid changed my life, Malik. He is an amazing little boy. My ex-wife does still have custody. We still talk now and then. It's not like it used to be. She's remarried, but because of being able to be in his life while we were foster parents, through the adoption process, we actually, everything they said that kid wouldn't do, we took as a challenge to make him do. So, like, he'll never walk. Guess what? He walked before he was 2 years old. He'll never be able to talk. He speaks 4 languages now, and he actually speaks
Oh,
five if you count sign language. He's small. Don't get me wrong. He was still a preemie and all this, but everything they said he couldn't do, we saw him do, and
yeah.
just gave him